Christchurch live streaming this event. And of course, if you are watching, you're also going to get the South Island Stock Car title. Looking forward to that one. But of course, Matthew Anderson and Alicia Hill about to get the time trials underway.
And Alicia Hill has had a brilliant season. She's done so well in this car, not just here in Nelson, but also down at Ruapuna as well. She's had it humming. A lot of family support there to keep her on the track, and they've been doing a great job. So she may be 31st in points, but don't think that she's the slowest off the blocks, folks. I'm sure she's going to set a good time for us this evening. So make sure, as Nelson folk, that you're giving her a big cheer as she comes around and support one of our fantastic local race.
Yeah, of course, over by the turn 2 there where we've got the War of the Rings merchandise and bits and pieces. We've got the photo board over there, so you can go and take a picture with the photo board. There's also the fans feature favourite. If you go over there and the lucky entrance, you enter the sheet near entrance and then you put down your favourite driver. If your name gets drawn, then you'll win $100. If your driver wins the one that you've picked, you'll get another $200 bonus. So head over there and enter for that one and then pick your favourite driver if you think they're going to win. Could go home with $300 tonight. So head over to the fans shown. I think Zane's about to get up and head over there very shortly.
Well, I'm just thinking, you know, normally as commentators, we're not allowed to go and participate in these competitions, Jody. So I'm just wondering, since this one's not run by us, whether there's a chance to get in on the action.
Oh, you can sneak over there and grab your burrito at the same time.
Look, I'm sure the folks down at Holy Trinity would be stoked if we got an extra $300 in the plate tomorrow morning.
Well, they might pay for the freight for that book you won over from England.
Hey, that's easy money. I mean, usually you've got to spend $20 on the Warriors to win, and it doesn't happen. Rightio, looks like we are underway. Green lights down, so here we go. Time trials underway. We'll get the times when they come past us here. Matthew Anderson and Alicia Hill's away. I know Matthew Anderson's away. What's his time? Oh, 12.1 for the first lap. So here we go. About to come round for a second. What's the time going to be? Alicia Hill getting pushed off. Here we go. And he bangs out a 12.16. So his fastest lap was a 12.109 for Matthew Anderson. So good start from him. Here goes Alicia Hill, gets the green light. She's away. 2 laps to bang out the fastest time possible, Zane.
Well, she knows the track well, so she should be able to get the pedal to the metal as she puts the nose down now. Look at that nice low line she's taking as she comes now into turn 1 and out through 2. Plenty of speed as she goes down the back straight into Bigsy's Hill. So she picked up a 12.59 first time round, and as she comes to complete her second, a little bit quicker with a 12.53.
Rightio, the 88 car, Jacob McIntyre, series leader, about to get underway. Green lights down. Here we go. He starts his lap. So here we go. He'll go on his warm-up lap. A little bit of smoke. Oh, nearly overdone it on turns 1 and 2. So here we go. He comes into 3 and 4. Will come off the turn. Might hurt his lap time after that little wee moment. 12.97. Can he improve on it for lap number 2? The free NZ of Matthew Levershich is getting pushed away. Here he comes. Going to come down for his second one. What's he done this time? Oh, a 12.0. A 12.074 for Jacob McIntyre.
Well, a huge improvement there on that second lap, just as he was feeling his way into it. And let's have a look now and see what the 3NZ car picks up on his first one round. It is Matthew Levershich. It's going to be interesting to see what he can do. He's raced here before, and look at him. He's going into his turn quite early, making the most of that wing there. He manages to do an 11.77, so it's all class there from the 3NZ. It's what we're expecting from him. It is so interesting to see him start that turn just that little bit earlier and throw himself through an 11.74 on his second lap.
Right, here we go. It is the 95 car of Caleb Bourne about to get underway. So 11.7 is the time they're targeting here as Caleb Bourne goes down the back straight. Roll it into 3 and 4. He's going to come and complete his first lap. What's his time? It is a 12.13 for Caleb Bourne. So here we go. He'll get his second lap. The 57 of Connor Rangi's about to start his. Here comes Caleb Bourne. What's he done here? A 12.0. 12.04, Caleb Ford.
Look, 12.04 is not a slow time, but it's not quite an 11.74. Let's see what Connor Rangi can do. He knows the track well. He's a local boy. So let's have a look again. The same as Matthew Leversedge, taking that nice early throw, the spin in there in turn 3, making the most of that wing and then powering through nice and low. He's got an 11.60, the home field advantage showing. Let's see what he did second time round. An 11.44, so showing all class there from Connor Rangi. That was absolutely moving.
Well, here we go. It's the 35 car of Gene Spooner about to get underway. So now it's 11.4 they're chasing Connor Rangi as Gene Spooner just finding his feet in this one as he works it into 3 and 4. He'll come off the turn, complete his first lap, and it will be a 13 for him as he's just getting to grips with how the track goes. Down the back straight he comes, and it will be, he'll come off the turn, complete his lap, and he bangs out a 12.6, so a good improvement there for the 35 of Gene Spooner as the 7 of Jaden Dodge starts his.
Yeah, Jaden Dodge, look at that. You see he's taking that middle line as well, but he's going to dive down pretty low here as we go into 3 and 4, but comes out high up by the tower, pretty close to the wall. It's interesting to see the visitors, but an 11.42, so he's found a beautiful spot and he's sitting at the fastest time so far. A little bit high there as he came out of turn 4, but manages to shave off just a little bit with an 11.421. Absolutely moving.
So here we go. We've got the 99 car of Dave Kerr about to start his lap. So here he goes. He'll come off the turn. We'll get his first lap time after lap number 1. And it will be 11.9. So we've got a few cars in the 11 seconds as he works it down the back straight into 3 and 4 he goes. And he's going to come and complete his lap. And it will be at 11.92 for Dave Kerr in the 99 car.
Well, Corey McQuillan now picking it up, racing out of Christchurch and absolutely throwing it down. You see that nice low line again there through 1 and 2. Quite different to our fastest cars, so it's going to be interesting to see how he goes as he comes through now. Just in front of the tower there, taking more of a midline on the track, Corey McQuillan at a 12.15. So let's see what he manages to pick up now as he comes down the back straight. The earlier throw in, he's coming out high and wide into that middle line again and managing to finish with it at 12.29. A little bit slower on the second time round.
Here comes the 44T of Daniel Anderson. Watch him, always quick around here as he starts his lap. Down the back straight he goes, the 44 car. As he just throws it into 3 and 4. Here we go, first lap. He bangs out a 12.1 for Daniel Anderson as he works it down the back straight now. Here he comes into 3 and 4 he goes. Nice wee line there. And his lap time will be at 11.9 as well.
Well, Oscar Harcourt in the Bright Red machine now. Value Cars sponsored, finding a great line. Look at that as he goes through, absolutely fanging it through 1 and 2. Well, he goes down the back straight now. Let's see what he can do. What's he going to pick up on his first? It looks like he's in good form with an 11.85, so just under the 12. He'll be happy with that, but he's going to want to do a little bit better to move up the pacing. So let's have a look now. Very high there, but through to midline in front of the tower with an 11.95. So his 11.85 was the better of the two for Oscar Harcourt.
Well, here he comes, the 9 car of Stephen Taylor. Mr. Entertainment, watch him go. He's the last one to go here, so what lap time's he going to bang out? I'm expecting it to be very, very fast as he completes the first one. It's an 11.8 for Stephen Taylor, so he's got one more lap to go. Here he comes, off the turn he comes, and he bangs out an 11.6 for Stephen Taylor. So Stephen Taylor goes 11.6. Oh, this time trials, that was quick.
Yeah, Stephen Taylor normally doesn't start off the evening that quick. He's normally time trials and first race. He's just easy his way in, but the end of the race meeting, mate, he's right dialed in. So watch for him. He'll be looking forward to this one. The track's still looking immaculate as we get the time trials done and dusted. Really up shortly. It is the first heat of the South Island stock cars brought to us by Trinda Engineering, one of our major sponsors here. Good to see the boys down the road there. looking after the stock car boys. No doubt plenty of engineering on the stock car boys by the end of the night as well.
Yeah, well, of course, the Canterbury Crushers 2 laps away from winning that stock car team's title, and Auckland come across and took the title back to Auckland. So there might be a little bit of anger in those.
Depending on what happens tonight, you might be jumping back in the swimming pool later on as well. But thanks to RJPTV, who are major sponsors here of the War of the Wings. Of course, we'd like to thank Central Southland Excavating, Edge Parts, BF Goodrich, Durant's Bar and Grill, GTR, Herrick Creek, OEM Wholesale Audio, MD Freighting, Brian FM, and of course Jack's Tyres down here on Three Brothers Corner.
Rightio, chalk line down. Lights are out. Here we go, race fans. Heat number 1 of the Hydrolink War of the Wings Sprint Car Series. This is going to be good. I'm looking forward to this. Anderson and McIntyre off the front. Dodge and Taylor behind them. Here we go. They're going to approach the chalk line. They're going to get a green. Heat number 1, we're racing. And away they go. And it looks like it's going to be McIntyre who leads them round from the 9 car of Stephen Taylor. Watch him as they go down the back straight now. Oh, Dodge has made a move on the 44 car, Daniel Anderson already. But it's the 88 car of Jacob McIntyre from the 9 of Taylor. Then it's the 7 of Dodge and the 3 NZ of Livicic, who had to go for free. As they come through here, 3 and 4 they go. Jacob McIntyre, Stephen Taylor, Jaden Dodge, Matthew Livicic, then Daniel Anderson, Spooner as well in there as they work their way down the back straight now. Jacob McIntyre and Stephen Taylor. He's closing in on him for third. Watch the move as he comes through. But it's Jacob McIntyre at the moment from the 9 car of Stephen Taylor. Then we go back to the 7 car of Jaden Dodge. Then the 3 NZ of Matthew Livicic as they work their way through. Oh, the 16 car goes a little bit wide. Might have opened the door there. Matthew Anderson might open the door for curves. They work their way through. On 3 and 4 they go. Here comes Taylor. Goes a bit wide. Nearly gets the wall of reach. Just as they go through. Lap 5 and 12. It's McIntyre, Taylor. As they work their way through. Then Jaden Dodge sitting there in third. Watch the 3 NZ of Matthew Livicic as well. But it's Jacob McIntyre. He's got a good lead on Stephen Taylor. As they work their way through now. Down the back straight they go. It's still Jacob McIntyre from the 9 car, Stephen Taylor. Then it's the 7 of Jaden Dodge, the 3 NZ of Matthew Livicic. Then it's the 44 car, Daniel Anderson. Matthew Anderson goes through as well. Spooner, Kieran Hill. But it's back to Jacob McIntyre. Oh, a little bit of smoke coming out the car of the 88 car. He's got 8 laps to 12. He's got 4 laps to go. The 88 car, can he bring this one home with a little bit of smoke coming out? And it's the 88 car, McIntyre, still leading this one from the 9 of Taylor, then the 7 of Dodge, the 3 NZ of Livicic. As they work their way down the back straight now, lap 9 and 12, about to be 10 and 12, so white flag not too far away for the 88 car of McIntyre. Then the 9 of Taylor, then the 7 of Dodge, the 3 NZ of Livicic. As McIntyre works his way through, he comes off the 10 now, white flag. 1 lap to go for the 88 car of Jacob McIntyre, the 9 of Taylor, the 7 of Dodge. As they work their way down the back straight now, he'll come off the turn, and heat number 1's going to go the way of the 88 car of Jacob McIntyre from the 9 car of Stephen Taylor, then the 7 of Dodge, the 3 NZ of Matthew Livicic, Daniel Anderson, Matthew Anderson, Gene Spooner, Dave Kerr, Alicia Hill. Wow, what a first heat of the War of the Wings Sprint Car Series, Zane.
Well, McIntyre in an absolutely commanding position from start to finish. Stephen Taylor working very hard to try and make up that time, but unfortunately just got a little bit wide coming out of turn 4. Probably in about our 6th or 7th lap there, which meant that he was just that little bit off the pace after that, Daniel. But my goodness, what a performance there from our race winner.
Yeah, Jacob McIntyre, of course, series leader. And he got off to the best possible start. So did Stephen Taylor as well. I thought he might have managed to catch up to him and maybe make a move, but heat number 1, just happy to sit there in second, bag the points, and get ready for the other 2 heats and the dash and the 30-lap feature near the end of the night.
Well, while we wait for the checkered flag to come around, folks,
Chalk lines down. Here we go. Heat number 2 of the Hydrolink War of the Wings Sprint Car Series about to go green.
No doubt they'll be getting ready now. The lights are out, Daniel. They will be brimming with anticipation with the foot just over the accelerator, ready to smash it when they see that line.
And green we go, and it looks like Alicia Hill might just lead him, but he's opened up the gap for Caleb Bourne to come through as they go down the back straight now. Here comes the 57 of Connor Rangi. Watch out for him as they work their way into 3 and 4. But it's Caleb Bourne at the moment from Alicia Hill. Then it's Connor Rangi, then Dave Kerr, then Oscar Harcourt, the 12 of McQuillan as they work their way down the back straight now. It's the 95 car of Caleb Bourne from the 6 of Alicia Hill, then Connor Rangi, then Dave Kerr, the 7 of Oscar Harcourt, the 12 of McQuillan, and Dodge having a good battle there at the back, but it looks like it will be Caleb Bourne. Oh, it looks like Connor Rangi's made the move. He's got into second from the 6 car of Alicia Hill. So it's going to be 95 of Caleb Bourne from the 57 of Connor Rangi. Then it's going to be the 6 car of Alicia Hill. Then it looks like it's going to be the 99 of Dave Kerr. Then Oscar Harcourt. Oh, 44 of Anderson. Makes a little bit of contact with the 12 car of Corey McQuillan as they work their way into the back straight now. Into 3 and 4 they go. It's Caleb Bourne and the 95 car from the hard charging 57 of Connor Rangi. Then it's the 6 of Alicia Hill. Then Dave Kerr, Oscar Harcourt. Then it looks like Jaden Dodge, Daniel Anderson, McQuillan and Spooner. But here we go. It's going to be Caleb Bourne from Connor Rangi. Then Alicia Hill. Then the 99 of Kerr as they go through now. Then it's Harcourt, Dodge, Anderson, McQuillan, Spooner as they work their way past us here at the tower. They'll complete another lap. Lap 7 of 12, so the laps are winding down now as Connor Rangi is making the move. Here comes Dodge on Harcourt, had to back out of it a little bit. Here comes the battle at the front. Caleb Bourne going wide, opens the door for Connor Rangi. Here comes Caleb Bourne. Late charge, nearly takes the lead back from the 57. But here comes the 57 of Connor Rangi, takes the race lead from the 95 of Caleb Bourne. The opportunity came and he took it. So it looks like 6 of Hill will sit there in third, but here comes the lap traffic for the 57 car. Oh, Connor Rangi's got some lap traffic to go by. Lap 10 of 12, white flag's going to come out next time round. So how's he navigate it? Sees the gap, takes it nicely, gets round the lap traffic. That's going to hold up the 95 of Caleb Bourne. White flag comes out for the 57 of Connor Rangi. The 95 of Caleb Bourne's going to get a little bit trapped with that lap traffic. Oh, 12 of McQuillan's had some problems. He's gone off. So here comes your race winner. Will be the 57 of Connor Rangi from Caleb Bourne. Then it's going to be the 6 car of Alicia Hill from Dave Kerr, Jaden Dodge, Oscar Harcourt, Daniel Anderson, Gene Spooner and Corey McQuillan. Wowee, what a heat number 2 that is, saying Connor Rangi on fire that time.
Yeah, look, Connor Rangi all class there, looking for that opportunity that Caleb Bourne just opened up, and he seized it and absolutely charged through the gap when it was there. As soon as he saw an opening, he got a sniff and he was through and moving up into first place, sitting very happily there. Obviously knows this track well, and just see the number 95 car there of Caleb Bourne giving him a hang 10 sign. So it looks like they're still going to get on all right, and a bit of a salute there to say, look at that, there was all class, mate. Well done as you sailed through that gap.
Yeah.
Radio, lights are out. You ready to rumble? Over to you.
Rightio, here we go, race fans. Heat number 3 of the Hydrolink War of the Wings Sprint Car Series, and we are racing, and away we go, and it's going to be the 16 car who leads them round. That's going to be the Matthew Anderson as they work their way down the back straight. Here comes the Free NZ of Matthew Levishich. But it's Matthew Anderson from Corey McQuillan, then the Free NZ of Matthew Levishich from the 9 of Stephen Taylor as they work their way down the back straight now. Watch the hard charging Connor Rangi, sees the gap on the 7 of Oscar Harcourt and just charges through. It's the 16 car of Matthew Anderson, still has this one under control from Corey McQuillan. Then it's Matthew Levishich sitting there in third from Stephen Taylor and Connor Rangi. That could be a good battle brewing up here as they work their way through from Matthew Anderson, Corey McQuillan, Matthew Levishich as they work their way down the back straight. Anderson's just got a good few lengths now on the lead as they work their way through. Stephen Taylor goes real wide off turns 3 and 4 as they work their way down the back straight now. Matthew Anderson building a nice wee lead on the 12 car of Corey McQuillan. and the free NZ of Matthew Levisage as they pass us here at the tower. They're on lap 5 of 12, so not quite halfway through as they work their way down the back straight into 3 and 4. Here comes Connor Rangy, had a wee look on the free NZ of Matthew Levisage as the 16 of Anderson still in control of this one. Taylor and Rangy having a good battle there. It's Matthew Anderson all out in front. The battle's on behind though between looks like me Taylor and Rangy. Matthew Levisage just happy to sit there in third. He'll see a gap and he'll take it from the 12 of McQuillan if it comes up. We're on lap 7 of 12. It's the 16 of Anderson leading this one out from the 12 of McQuillan. Then it's going to be the 9 free NZ of Matthew Levisage, the 57 of Connor Rangy, the 9 car of Stephen Taylor. Then the 7 of Harcourt McIntyre. Oh, we got one spun up. That's Caleb Bourne. Does the 360 as they work their way through. Here comes Levisage. Sees the gap, makes the move on the 12 car of McQuillan. So he'll move into second spot. But McQuillan's not going to give up easy. Anderson still leading it in the 16 car. We're on lap 10. So McQuillan's got trouble. He's gone off. So that's going to bump Connor Rangy up into third. As the white flag will come out for the 16 car of Matthew Anderson. They're from the free NZ. Oh, Taylor goes a little bit wide. Might open the door for Harcourt. As it's going to be Matthew Anderson. Takes out heat number 3 of the sprint cars from the free NZ of Levisage. Then the 57 of Connor Rangy. Then it'll be Stephen Taylor, Harcourt, McIntyre and Caleb Bourne. Wowee, Matthew Anderson. He was gone in that one and the battle was on behind the rest of the pack. Jody?
Yep, no.
So, Jody, for any race fans that don't know, explain to us what is a dash and why is it happening at this point in the evening? There's only 6 cars out there.
Yeah, so this is to decide the top grid 6 positions for the main race. So they get a marble draw for this one. And this will be their starting order for the first 6 cars. The rest of them will be on points after this one. So these are the top 6 drivers of the night. 6 laps for 6 cars, and that'll set your grid. And this was just a marble draw to get this one here. So Taylor and Levisage off the fronts, McIntyre, Dodge. Then we go back to Rangy and Anderson. And what an absolute lineup here. The lights are out, so they're about ready to go.
Well, there we are. They have got the green and they are off. Keep your eyes on that number 3 NZ car of Levisage. He is not going to want to let anybody pass because this is an absolutely critical part of the evening for these cars. He is taking a nice high line, but look at the number 9 car of Taylor. He knows this track well and he's taking the opposite kind of a line to the number 3 car. He's keeping his nose down low and he is moving fast through there. Then we go back to the number 7 car of Jaden Dodge. He has been an absolute mover tonight, but Connor Rangy is looking to make a move on him. He's going hard now as he puts his nose down onto the inside and doesn't quite do it. Dodge managing to keep him off, but Rangy now as they come in front of the tower, wanting to scooch out in front, and he does it. He's just managed to squeak past, but Taylor is going to be sitting there in second place. Rangy is going to have to work hard to get past him. This is lap 4 now of 6 as they all look to better their chances as they come to the feature race. So let's see what happens. It's still Levisage sitting out in front, and he is so comfortable there. Well, that was a close thing. The number 7 car of Dodge up on the wall there. His chances are gone. And look at Rangy. He just gets the jump on Taylor there. He has had an absolute stormer tonight as Taylor spins it up in turn 4, letting the 16 car of Anderson go past. Oh my word, if anything was up for grabs out there tonight, and it all changed in front of our eyes. What a storming race for the dash tonight.
Well, they certainly put it all on the line to get a good grid for that 30-lap feature race. Oh, poor old Stephen Taylor did the donuts, couldn't quite keep it going. Jaden Dodge, the mechanical issues. Hopefully he can get that fixed.
Well, forget the rest. Here's the Mainsland's best, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, it's feature time for the stars and the cars. Hydrolink War of the Wings sprint cars, round number 4. Give them a big wave, crank up the lights on the cell phones, and let's send them on their 20-lap journey. It is going to be a white-knuckle ride.
CCRA track still get involved as well. Rightio, the lights are out, about ready to go racing again. Rangy off the front. Green lights are on, here we go. Everson in the second, Dodge third. McIntyre fourth as they get underway again. Lap number 5, only 1/4 of the way through this race. And already Rangy has shot out and he's got himself up and under car left on Everson. Going to try and find the line to go through. These guys just run in the middle of the track as Taylor's on the charge. Gets past McIntyre. So watch the 9 car. Currently in 4th spot. As Harcourt just stalls it a little bit out of 1 and 2. And down the front straight. Here we go once again. And this is 3 and 10. Trying to catch up with the 57 of Conor Rangy. Rangy's not to be outdone. He's had a bit of a bad run as of late, but he wants to do justice on his own track. As he shoots through, of course, lives in Christchurch these days, but still proudly supports Yannis. Levis just gets high out at 2, loses a bit of ground to the 7 of Dodge. Dodge is on a charge, trying to get underneath the 3 and 10 of Levis. Here we go back to Taylor. Taylor holding 4th place. Watch the big blue dash line up in the 88 car of McIntyre as they start to get a bit of a break in the top 4. Lap number 9, so nearly halfway through this race. These quick cars doing it in 12 seconds for Conor Rangy, so a second down on their fast time. Rangy's got this one. He's got himself opened up and he's going to be chasing down a couple of the back markers. Spooner will be the first of his target. And the rest of the cars wide, just looking at who's coming nice from high and wide. Caleb Morgan side. He's going to try the outside, see what's out there as he shoots round the 16 car of Anderson. Anderson just before, but I think he found his screw on the high line. There's the 95 car of Caleb Ward. There's the back markers chased the way through, and it is Rangy on the lap 12, who's going to come right up behind Spooner. And Spooner's about to get up, facing up round. There's our back markers have a wee bit of a battle on their own. Anderson and the 44 of Daniel Anderson, along with the 7 of Oscar Harcourt. But it's almost a quarter of a lap in the lead. This is the 57 of Conor Rangy. Here we go back to Leverson. He's got about 12 and 12, 13 car lengths on Dodge. As the status quo continues, Taylor not making much headway on the 7 car. As the 88 of McIntyre is about to get the charge on the 95 of Caleb Morgan on the charge at the moment. Let's have a wee look through here. Conor Rangy still leading this one out comfortably as they open up just the 5 laps to go. And it is Leverson is starting to go wide along with McIntyre. Taylor. And these guys just starting to find the outside line. But it is all Rangy. Got a point to prove here tonight at Nelson. He's had a bad run in Dunedin, bad run in Christchurch, but out here he's going to be happy to claim the Elders. He's just got the 4 laps to go as he tries to sift through the back markers. That's one of the biggest things we have in Nelson, is trying to get through those back markers. It's been undone on a couple of occasions, but he's just got the 3 laps. Got to keep it patient. Everson's just a little touchy at the moment, so he's just got to keep it straight and tidy as they rock through. Here we go, George is going to get past Spooner very shortly. Here we go back to Taylor and Ford as we are on lap 18. So waiting for Rangy as he shoots through down the front straight. We'll see the white flag this time round. It's coming underneath the 7 car as they shoot through. We've got one in the wall, and it is the 7 car of Dodge has parked it up. Green lights stay on. We're going to go, and it is Rangy just backed it in. So we'll wait and see whether it's on lap 19. So hopefully
3NZ, he's been an Auckland champion. He's been on the podium at the North Island Championship. He's been a South Island Sprint Car champion. He has never won a War of the Wings feature race, and the ball has fallen his way. But boy, how would you want to have Stephen Taylor breathing down your neck? Taylor, as you guys pointed out earlier, he started running the high line, and it's what was working for him.
Well, the other one that was running the high line was Caleb Bourne. So between the 2 of them, it's a 2-lap shootout. After 20 laps, it will be 2 laps. Lights out. Leverton waiting for the green light. He's got Taylor right on his tailgate. Then we go back to McIntyre and see what he's doing. Race. Here we go. Lap through. 2-lap dash. The white flag is out. So they're going to make it one other. Just having a wee look as they come through. Show me the white flag out. This time round, this one to sort of settle the status quo as the 16 of Anderson puts on a bit of pressure on the 95 of Bourne for 4th and 5th. And out in front, they've handed the feature win. It will be the 3 and 10 of Leverton. It will be Taylor Tyler comes home in second. McIntyre will come home in third. From Kona Port, then we go back to Matt Anderson, Daniel Anderson, Oscar Harcourt, and it will be Gene Spooner that wraps up the War of the Wings here, courtesy of Hydrolink and of course Trinders Engineering, our sponsor for tonight. As we wanted through AJ heading back down there. Great to see AJ here tonight. And that is our race meeting done and dusted, boys. It's been a huge one. We've had the bash, we've had the crash. And mate, I feel sorry for Conor Rangi, mate, sitting on the back of that tow truck at the moment. But mate, there's some battled, weary cars in the pits. You're quite welcome to come through and catch up with the drivers later on, of course, prize giving in the club rooms. Hey, we've got a 2-week break. But mate, she's not going to get any quiet in the Stampede, the PTS Stampede, up here in 2 weeks' time. Friday and Saturday night, you'll catch Zane, you'll catch Dan, you'll catch myself back here in 2 weeks' time on behalf of the Nelson Speedway Club. Thanks very much, guys, and we'll catch you again real soon.